It's got him very concerned. And the speed. Rivera is shockingly fast in this fight.
And you know when you're fighting Jimmy, you got to be ready to go 15 minutes. Because this dude's always in great shape.
Yeah, always. And that's what he has to be concerned with. The counters once his initial shot lands.
All right, under a minute now to go. Rivera and Dodson. Faint heavy attack from Rivera. Looked like a groin strike there. Jimmy protested. We'll get a look at a replay here shortly, but Dan Murgliata interrupts the action.
That seemed pretty low.
Fighters to the neutral corner.
I know what you said.
Well,
all right, you ready? Let's go. Come on, time in. Let's go. Get.
But sometimes that's enough.
Well, yeah. Even if I give you the flick, it's enough.
The flick?
I can go back. It'll be enough.
Rivera trying to kick up high.
Yeah. Just missed with the left hook over the top. There's definitely an underlying dislike between these two fighters. You can see it. Under 30 seconds now to go, round 2.
Dodson's got to do something to get Jimmy's respect. Jimmy's moving forward, and Jimmy's looking for his openings and then looking for big shots.
I think Dodson's trying to time a knee now as he goes in. He's thrown that strike twice. He just has to be very careful. See, he did it again.
Kick to the body.
And a nice job by Dodson thereafter to not allow Rivera to get the takedown.
The problem is, though, the volume of Rivera strikes could easily be winning in rounds.
So a pedestrian round there. John Dodson, Jimmy Rivera. And you see Dan Murgliata, by the way, telling John Dodson it was a clean kick.
It might be 1-1. I think you have both rounds, but it might be 1-1. Let's take this round, okay? How you feel? How you feel? Good?
Yeah, I feel good.
Tired at all?
Nah, he hit me a good round thing, but that's it.
Okay, good. Breathe.
It wasn't like, it wasn't anything bad. No, breathe. Don't talk.
Just move in and fucking box him. He was so much better. You're so much better, yeah. Okay. But move in, like you got crushing blows. He don't have punches as hard as you. He doesn't.
You're right. It's like straight right. You know it's coming. Okay. So roll that head kick in there. Start having fun. Jump, kick him in the chest. But start mixing it up, mix and match, so he can't just sit there waiting on that right hand. Make sense? Okay. Go have some fun and be you. Yeah, go be you. Yeah, exactly. Let me see 5 punches in a row. That's 5.
Fight fans, check out the UFC store on your mobile device. Get your favorite fighter gear and more. Shop now and receive 15% off during tonight's fight. Use code UFC228 and start saving today. You know, you hate to overstate the importance of these 5 minutes, but given the status of this 135-pound division, if these guys want to get up to the top, gotta have this one tonight.
It's gigantic, and it's still not enough. You know, Rivera coming off the knockout to Marlon Moraes, and Dodson has had some good and bad fights in the past. But it's very important for their career.
You just don't want to be going backwards, right? At this point in such a deep division, you cannot be going backwards. And if you're Jimmy Rivera, and you're a guy that had won 20 fights in a row, and you're just going back, you need to be impressive. You know, he needs to pick up the pace a little bit in round 3 against John Dodson.
Dodson recovered quickly after Rivera landed a big left hand. Nice stick there by Dodson.
Dodson landed that shot as his leg was giving out, which is incredible. But Jimmy is,
nice
right
counter,
by
yes.
Jimmy's having really good effects with those leg kicks. Oof.
What is it?
Rivera's moving well
Get
tonight.
moving.
He's matching him with speed, which is impressive. And he's besting him with power.
Rivera's corner wants him to get close so that he can box him. They said you're so much better. Now, Dodson's corner said just have fun. Get back to being you and have fun in there. They want him to just let it go. No more thinking. Just be John Dodson.
Yeah, that's easily said. And I don't know if it's the best strategy. I mean, I think what he's got to do is figure out a way to do something that Jimmy Rivera is not predicting. So standing in front of him, probing with that right hand, looking for the left, or looking for a left high kick, those are the only things that Jimmy Rivera has had to think about.
Right, doesn't have to worry about a level change.
Right.
And as I said off the top, John Dodson, 31st pro fight. He's never been finished. Perhaps it's time to increase that willingness to enter that pocket and get knocked out if need be.
That's easier said than done, too. I mean, the reason why he's never been finished is because he recognizes when he's in danger, whether it's the John Lineker fight.
They must
or,
not enter the shrine of the storm.
He'll just use technique and stay on the outside. His leg just went out from under him there.
It shall be done.
Less than 3 minutes now to decide this one.
Rivera clearly the stalker here. He's controlling the center of the octagon.
Sometimes guys are in these fights and they'll back up the entire time and fall victim to maybe a split decision. And they're very upset, but one of the first scoring criteria is octagon control. And to this point, John Dodson hasn't taken a stand and said, this is my octagon during our time. He's kind of been going back the whole time. He needs to put something on Jimmy Rivera to get him from going forward the whole time.
Yeah, in terms of like sheer volume of advancing or retreating, Jimmy Rivera has him just far, far exceeded. So we can look at it there. Jimmy Rivera 36% and John Dodson's 8%. That's a big factor.
Good front kick by Dodson, and then Jimmy Rivera attacks the inside of that lead leg again. But at least on paper, it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that this matchup could play out like this a little bit.
Yes.
Given the styles of these fighters. 90 seconds now to go.
I feel like when they come together, Rivera's really throwing with intent.
Yeah.
You know, he's really, it looked like he would be willing to kind of enter the fire a little bit. But as we said, you know, John, you during the walk and you a second ago, Joe, you know, John Dodson's going to fight with the style that he trained with. And right now, that style is to counter and not take too many risks. Because Rivera's throwing. I mean, he's trying to hit him, but Dodson's, he's a magician. You know, he's in there and then he's out.
Work complete.
And he's felt the power of Rivera, and that's definitely got him a little bit gun shy.
There is much to be done.
There are the numbers in terms of significant strikes round by round. Rivera with a slight advantage in rounds 2 and 3. Coming up on the final 30 seconds of this one. Rivera again pressing forward, closing the distance.
But in those exchanges, Dodson does land that little left hand over and over again. He's touching him.
It's just not enough to keep him off of him.
Yeah.
Rivera's volume and his constant control of the center of the octagon and constant advancing. I mean, neither guy has done anything huge.
Oh, nice right hand from Jimmy Rivera. Dodson working the body late. Some action after the horn, not a ton of it during the fight. Been a night full of highlights in Dallas. That one not necessarily among them. This replay brought to you by Nemiroff. Bold character since 1872.
This was a big factor in the fight, I think. The inside leg kick of Jimmy Rivera, he used it many, many times and took a lot of the movement away. There's a good body kick by John Dodson. And here's some good striking from Jimmy Rivera. Good solid jab there. Good right hand. The surprising thing in the fight, to me, was that Jimmy was able to match Dodson with speed.
Nice to see them bury the hatchet there a little bit. Jimmy Rivera, in some respects, didn't want the Dodson fight because he was chasing down the Dominic Cruzes and those guys in the division. But after what happened against Marlon Moraes back in June, beggars can't necessarily be choosers. Rivera took the Dodson fight tonight and largely dictated what happened in there, champ.
Yeah, I mean, he went forward the entire time. He tried to engage, but John Dodson fought his fight. And because he fought his fight, we're waiting for what I imagine is a pretty close decision.
Let's get you that official decision brought to you by Metro PCS. Get knockout coverage of the UFC on a network that covers 99% of people in the U.S. With the scorecards, Bruce Buffalo.
After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28. By unanimous decision, Jimmy.
It's too far.
So Jimmy Rivera came in number 5 in the world. He gets the job done tonight. 6-1 inside the octagon. He has now won a remarkable 21 of his last 22 fights. Jimmy Rivera, your winner by unanimous decision tonight. Well, the celebs are out in Dallas here tonight. How about Brad Lukovic? Stanley Cup winner with your hometown Dallas Stars. Perhaps a bigger pop will be reserved for one Tyler Sagan, the Dallas Star center in the building tonight, as is the former Dallas Mavericks point guard Aaron Williams, aligned with Fortis MMA right here in Dallas. These locker room shots brought to you by The Predator. The hunt has evolved. Meet the Ultimate Fighter. The Predator in theaters Friday. Zabit Magomed Sharipov. Might as well start figuring out how to pronounce it because the man is here to stay tonight. A chance to move to 4-0 in the UFC on this, the biggest stage of his career. We will see if the Mississippi tough Brandon Davis can somehow pull off the short notice shocker. Appeared more than ready. If fight week is any indication, Brandon Davis trying to pull off the stunner here tonight. Well, UFC fans, the wait is over. Go to UFC.com/229 to enter for the chance to win 2 tickets to UFC 229, Khabib versus McGregor. The sweepstakes ends on Sunday, so make sure and enter now. We wish you the best of luck. And of course, if you don't win, don't forget that DC_MMA on Twitter. If you need tickets to UFC 229.
Yeah, right.
All right, well, next weekend, the hits keep on coming over on UFC Fight Pass. MMA leader hitting Russia for the first time, DC. And the king of the walk-off KO, the lead horse, Mark Hunt against Alexio Lopez. Can be tough to do.
Yeah, it's a very tough fight. Mark Hunt can finish.
William Hill sponsors BT Sports coverage of the UFC.
From the octagon to the stars. Activities across the place. It's easy to put it in one place.
Hello, Coach.
I need to target something.
Oh, there he is. I ain't afraid of no actual contact.
It's too far away. I don't have a target.
William Hill sponsors BT Sports coverage of the UFC.
that fight. But towards the end of the fight, he started coming on strong just from heart and courage and guts and skill. When Brandon Davis steps into his octagon, what he brings to the table is high volume. He's got very good endurance. He's a high volume striker. He's got clean technique. He's got a very good ground game, as well as a very good stand-up game. And he's also long and tall for 145 pounds at 5'10". You know, not as long and tall as Khabib, but he's up there.
You know what I love about Brandon Davis, Joe, is that this isn't the first time he took this fight against Zabit on short notice. Before Zabit's debut in Rotterdam, he called and said, hey, put me in. I want to fight this guy. Why not? You got to fight at UFC 228 while Bakiak. But he's asking for this. He's not afraid of Zabit. He wants this fight. And to your point, you said it's a win-win situation. He got a brand new contract before he even have to do the fight. So he's got some stability and knows that he can go out there and just let it all hang out. And to the beauty of the Bakiak fight, Bakiak was not willing to engage him, but he sure did engage Zabit. So maybe he didn't feel as threatened against Zabit.
And you see UFC veteran Alan Belcher in the corner of Brandon Davis. He said he and Belcher disagreed a little bit in terms of the striking game plan here tonight, so perhaps the strategy is sort of a meshing of the two. But when you take a fight on this short notice, regardless of opponent, the focus for Davis really was just getting the cardio up. Said he played basketball with John Dodson for 3 hours earlier this week. We'll see what Davis has been able to do and solve the puzzle that is Zabit Magomedsharipov. Talk about taking the sport by storm. Enter the 15th ranked featherweight in the world. Zabit Magomedsharipov was to face Rodriguez here tonight. But Rodriguez is out due to injury. In steps Davis. Zabit's been on the roster a year and 6 days dating to his debut. Believes he's ready for the elite fighters right now.
Well, he is spectacular. And I mean, what an incredibly diverse skill set this man has. Fantastic takedowns, an amazing submission game. Unbelievable traditional martial arts kicking and striking style, and long and tall for the division. Plus, just unpredictable with his trips, his movement. He seems to know what the opponent is not considering right before he executes.
Every time Zabit Magomedsharipov fights, he becomes a bigger favorite. In his UFC debut, minus 400, then minus 650. Bakiak's minus 800. In this one, he's minus 1,400. So the more people get to watch him, the more they respect his skill and respect the dominance that he put out. I mean, he looks like he just woke up out of bed. Kind of favors Abraham Lincoln. He's got hair all straggly, and people love it. Some people just have that thing. We talked about this earlier. And Zabit has that thing from his stance to the way he looks. People love him, man. He can become a huge star.
Well, I remember the very first time I watched him fight live, which was the Kyle Bakiak fight. And I remember immediately saying, like, oh, okay. When you see it live, you really appreciate his speed, his ability to close the distance, and his overall play.
And he's got a Tony Ferguson quality. You can't keep the man out of the gym. All right, this tail of the tape brought to you by Modelo Especial. Brewed the fighting spirit since 1925. Zabit Magomedsharipov, 27 years old. Brandon Davis is 28. Zabit, the taller man by a few inches. Both fighters weighing in at 146 pounds. Slightest of reach advantages with the Dagestani Zabit Magomedsharipov. Here now, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record. 9 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 146 pounds. Fighting out of the Ironville, Mississippi, Brandon Killer B. Davis. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 15 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 1 and 1/2 inches tall, weighing in at 146 pounds. Fighting out of Dagestan, Russia, Zabit Magomedsharipov. The action begins. Our referee in charge, Jacob Montalvo.
Jacob Montalvo, second man card assignment for him. Brittany Palmer with us tonight. Ariane Celeste, Vanessa Hansen in the building as well, and so is Zabit Magomed Sharipov. Tonight's Fight Clock brought to you by Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit. Since 1925, Magomed Sharipov is in white, Brandon Davis is in black.
It's tonight the night that the Buckers takes it. Diego did it earlier, got the victory. Brandon Davis will get it again. Then he goes, get the bump, they do it all in one night.
You have overall stats of
Zabit working off the jab here early. So hard to know what's coming. A lot of spinning attacks.
But again, Brandon Davis is a very solid fighter. He's doing that right away. He's feinting, he's moving, he's switching stances, he's throwing good combinations. He's giving Zabit a lot to think about so far as Zabit has fun behind him.
Yep, golden.
I'm up.
Figured out. Okay, together with that. The crazy thing is, Brandon Davis has been taken out 14 times during UFC fights. Zabit has scored 17 takedowns. So we are all like taken back by his striking, but it's his wrestling too, and ability to fix everything up that has people excited.
Beautiful trip too. That's one of the things that is most impressive about him. The way he sets them up, he'll hop in like he's about to do a kick and then complete it with a trip.
Yeah,
there's such a wild skill set.
That was the first thing Davis acknowledged when he sat down. Thursday also said, though, that he didn't feel like Magomed Sharipov's jiu-jitsu was phenomenal, so felt like he would have some advantages there. We'll see.
He just stung him with that jab.
But these Mississippi guys are not intimidated by these fight atmospheres. You can be sure. Davis, the first UFC fighter this year to make 4 appearances.
And that's a big factor as well, right? Because he's real loose. He's been fighting a lot. Because of that, he's used to the experience. He's in great shape. And he's comfortable being inside the octagon. Looks good so far.
Zabit's almost switching stances on every kick. Watch the kick. Davis throws a kick. He lands and partially, and then Zabit changes. He's almost changed his stance on his attack.
Well, he landed a good left hook there on the leg kick of Brandon Davis. But that leg kick landed.
Davis did say he wanted to force a lot of stance switches out of Zabit.
There's that trip attempt, but it failed. He tried to hop in sideways like he's done in the past. He's excellent at that.
And on Thursday, Brandon Davis said, oh, I remember that trip. He said, we actually trained to try to stop it. And the first attempt, he sure did. Stopped it.
And he looked at him like,
I need to target something.
He's doing a good job of pressuring him. Yeah, he's doing a good job of pressuring Zabit.
He looks good on his feet, too. Like what he's doing. Oh, stunning left hook.
Got to be careful.
Another left hook lands for Magomed Sharipov, but for Brandon Davis, you probably take these first 3 minutes.
Well, he said coming into this fight, he said, no one expects him to win other than maybe his camp. Oh, he's fighting well. He's fighting well for a lot of kicks. He looks loose, too. He looks loose. He's doing a lot of things. A lot of movement. A lot of problems.
It's too far away.
Side leg kick by the stands, constantly switching. And he can fight just as well from either position. Right leg forward or left leg. Jump switch kick.
By the time you get Magomed Sharipov out of your mouth, Davis had landed an uppercut moments ago, but now the grappling game.
Out of nowhere. He misses a punch, and Zabit times perfectly. Right on the yep.
Brandon doing a good job of pushing those hands down. Get that elbow back inside. You got to find a way to get the elbow back inside.
8 seconds to go in the round. That elbow landed for Davis. Now he lands.
Davis right back up to his feet, though.
And that takes a lot of energy. Here's Zabit. You got to lift the man. You got to take the man down. You expect to stop him. Davis did a good job of getting back up to his feet. It's a big action, but it seems wasted because you don't get to control your opponent.
Look at that. Oh, beautiful left hook to the body.
I'm out of limits.
Entertaining first round between Davis and Magomed Sharipov. Tonight's Corner Cam brought to you by Body Armor. Make the switch to Body Armor, the official sports drink of UFC. Try their new UFC flavor, Octagon Orange, exclusively available at 7-Eleven.
Keep that same pace you had. Be our next kill.
You can't stay on that leg. All right. That leg. All right. Perfect too.
I like the pressure though on the cage.
I need a target.
Perfect pressure, just moving back. You didn't like to trying to look confident.
I need to get closer.
Good job. You know, the language barrier is such that sometimes you don't know if Zabit feels the pressure, right? But if you take him at his word, he doesn't feel the pressure during minus 14.
No, he feels like this is where he belongs. He said even though Brandon Davis was the last minute overchange, he said he wasn't worried about him at all. But I think after that first round and all those leg kicks he took, you better start to respect Brandon Davis.
And Davis threw another couple of good leg kicks. And Zabit jumps on his back one more time.
Now this up against the fence is where Davis told us he did not want to be.
Down against the floor. He's on his back.
Davis is very confident in the offense in the open. He said that he only taken out once in the open by someone in the UFC. A lot of takedowns come from by the fence, like you said. Now, right now, he's got his back up against the fence.
Gets the takedown.
His ground control is absolutely outstanding. Let's get one for the block.
Davis is, the way he's getting up, he's leaving a lot of space. Like he's pushing off and trying to get up. But he's leaving the opening for Zabit to grab hold of him.
And I said he thought Zabit's wrestling was enough. He just didn't think his jiu-jitsu top control was all that impressive. And I think that's why you see him just turning to his knees and trying to get up when he gets taken down and not worry about his submission attempts.
Davis's first martial art was Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, founded Jiu-Jitsu Club when he was a student at Mississippi State University at 20 years old.
I don't want to touch.
Well, this has been a lot of control with his legs up. It hasn't been effective in terms of doing too much damage.
Yeah.
And Davis he's got to do something different here. He's got to separate. He's got to make something happen. He's keeping it around the way. Zabit's got
because he's got him in a 2-on-1 armbar there. So all the weight is on the shoulder. Davis has got to do a better job of clearing that wrist.
Davis forced to beat a couple of left hands as he makes his way back to his feet. We'll see for how long.
He's got that 2-on-1 there. Davis needs to reach under and use his right hand as like a crowbar to pop it off. He's got to reach under, grab his own wrist, and pop it off, or he's going to be stuck here. Ooh, taking some big shots.
Real big right hands here. But Davis back up to his feet. He's got to separate. Now he's got a chance. Separate.
He's going to get thrown here. He's got to be careful. You hear his corner right through.
Good kick there, but look at that. Good return kick.
Give you a whole lot of time to reset. Just over 2 minutes here to go round two. There's just such fluidity. It just mixes it up. So
got him with it. And he got his wrist again. Look at that. 2-on-1. Reaching across. He's trying to get his legs in.
He's got both hooks now. He's got that back mount. And Davis is in a lot of trouble here. That arm's going on the chin.
He's got to attack that hand. If you're Davis, you got to be attacking that hand right now.
Zabit exercising some patience here, softening Davis up.
It's too far away.
This happens again.
Oh, look at this.
He's got a bit of a dance split.
Oh, man. same knee bar, rather.
But this guy,
Look at that. 2-in-1 UFC. That is insane. That is insane. We've had one ever in the history of the UFC. 2 in a night.
Just when you thought you have seen it all. Twice tonight, Mark Henry lofts up, beat Magomed Sharipov in the air. 4-0 in the UFC. 3 of those wins by way of submission for the oncoming featherweight four-stop beat Magomed Sharipov.
Incredible. What are the odds?
minus 1,400.
That is crazy.
All right, let's take
the
a
odds
look.
are way greater that that happens.
Right.
2 in a UFC. If you had to put a bet on that.
This replay brought to you by Nemiroff, bold character since 1872.
There's that beautiful trip that he loves. And then once he got him on the ground and got his back, look how he ducks under, grabs a hold of the leg, drops him, and extends that knee bar. That is the less painful version of it. Cody Stamen got the sideways one from Aljo. The sideways one sucks. But this one's not fun either. And the way he got it, he hung in there for a little bit. You see him just trying not to tap. But this is a hamstring ripper, and he just couldn't take it anymore. He wasn't going anywhere. Man.
Well, Kenny Robertson did in UFC 157. He's got to be sitting somewhere in the Midwest thinking, you've got to be kidding.
Yes, for sure.
The official decision brought to you by Metro PCS. Get knockout coverage of the UFC on the network that covers 99% of people in the UFC.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jacob Macapo has fallen down to this contest at 3 minutes, 46 seconds of round number 2. Win the winner by submission due to a knee bar, David Magomed Sharipov.
All right, I'm here with the winners. That means Magomed Sharipov. First of all, congratulations on another spectacular victory. It is so insane to see 2 of those knee bars in a night on the back mount. There's only been 1 ever in the history of the UFC. 2 in a night.
It's too far away.
Спасибо большое за пробуждение. Ну, своим тренером я должны до этого готовить именно. Увидеть, нам спина отдала. Над этим работать. Он говорил, что у меня другие проблемы. Я хотел доказать, что у меня везде.
Well, thank you very much. First of all, that's the job of my coach, Ricardo Almeida. We've been working on this back in the gym. And then my opponent keeps saying that I have a problem with the preference, you know, and I just try to prove him that I don't have any problems with my preference.
Now, you stepped into this fight on very short notice because your opponent fell out, and it's very difficult to find fighters willing to face you at this point in your career. Is that frustrating?
Футбол на очень хорошем уведомлении, не серьезно и соперника. Это тебя как-то устраивает?
Я начал да, уже очень мало времени осталось до турнира. Там меня отделили замену. Спасибо за усилие и моем сопернику. Я надеюсь, что я залечу свои травмы. Это спорт всякое бывает. Никто не застраховал от травм.
Well, of course I was frustrated and I was worried that we won't be able to find an opponent, but I want to say thanks to matchmakers and my opponent. I want to say to Brendan that he took this fight, and I hope Yair Rodriguez is going to heal up soon and come back.
Well, we would love to see you again against the top contender, and congratulations on another outstanding victory.
Thank you. Chad Mendes, let's go!
Chad Mendes, you heard it. Zabit, ladies and gentlemen, Zabit Magomed Sharipov.
Shot one up for Ricardo Almeida Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tonight. Zabit Magomed Sharipov 16-1. He has won 12 consecutive fights. All right, coming up next, we will get to the co-main event already. This locker room look brought to you by The Predator. The hunt has evolved. Meet the Ultimate Fighter. The Predator in theaters Friday. And perhaps the next strawweight contender will emerge here in this one tonight. Jessica Andrade 5-1. distance dropping down to 115 pounds. As usual, she'll play the role of prohibitive favorite tonight as she takes on Poland's Karolina Kowalkiewicz. She also enters this high-profile spot off of a big win and with plenty of momentum. Right, next month when the UFC is back in Las Vegas.
William Hill sponsors BT Sports coverage of UFC.
Here on BT, we've got a plan. We're going to form a super duper group. And on the BT player, there's two of the biggest blockbusters in the galaxy.
Oh, we were in trouble there for a second, but it's fine.
We've got great new series happening on Netflix. On Amazon Prime Video. And on AMC. On BT Sports on and the UEFA Champions League returns.
The most exciting sensation you can imagine. Experience the multi-award-winning Peugeot 3008 SUV yourself.
Join some as I went to work with a best to target something about people. First mate I made was Buster, was a total legend. 2 became 3. A few mates.
It's too far away.
Which sounds pretty great to us.
I need a target.
IFGA, the mobile network run by you.
Let's, and everybody!
Big game today, eh? If you like a bet, check this out.
Bet £5 and get £20 in free bets when new Labras customers use promo code 23.
It's wicked. This is wicked, mate.
I need to get Britons.
Labras, the betters of Britain.
I'm out of range.
Autopilot when it comes to sensitive teeth. Using the
I need to target something.
Switch to Colgate Sensitive Repair and Prevent. It repairs teeth instantly and helps strengthen gums, preventing sensitivity. Colgate Sensitive Repair and Prevent. Start repairing and preventing.
It's too far away. Intruder.
I
shall cast your bodies to the blackened depths to be crushed for eternity. Make peace with your queen, or your life ends here.
With new lower prices,
your head will soon be mounted on my wall.
I'm Captain Obvious, and this is Sally from York.
To get
Money on her accommodation by booking with hotels.com. So whatever happens, save 10% on your hotels.com.
Sponsors BT Sports coverage of UFC.
Thing with Eddie Alvarez, he's got beautiful timing, spectacular knockout power, and an unstoppable belief in himself. But can he stop the takedown from the best rapper the division has ever seen?
Yeah, he's game. That's the one thing that's overlooked about Conor McGregor. He's not scared of anybody, and he'll fight anybody. This dude's the real deal. You cannot take Conor lightly. You better be ready to go once they close that octagon door.
And this would be a big fight atmosphere that Khabib Nurmagomedov has not necessarily experienced before. October 6th, folks, coming up 28 days from now. While you're watching us, the Predator, those watching you, see the Ultimate fighter in theaters this Friday. Well, it's already been a big night for the UFC Women's Strawweight division. Tatiana Suarez moving on up as we show you the top 5 at 115 pounds. They're all chasing Rose Namajunas, but whoever wins this co-headliner tonight, second-ranked Jessica Andrade, number 4 Karolina Kowalkiewicz, at the very least, figures to provide an intriguing option for the champion. Andrade has never fought her. Kowalkiewicz has a head-to-head win over Namajunas. Needless to say, the stakes are high here tonight at 115 pounds between the number 2 and number 4 ranked fighter in the world. An intriguing style matchup here with major divisional implications. Former title challengers Jessica Andrade and Karolina Kowalkiewicz are destined to deliver the goods. Jessica Andrade and Karolina Kowalkiewicz have already been near the top of the strawweight mountain. And although they fell just shy of championship gold the first time around, recent winning streaks have both contenders in line for another shot at the title with a win here tonight.
Bom, para essa luta eu tô disposta a arriscar tudo. É a minha oportunidade, é a minha chance, é o meu sonho. E eu quero me tornar a próxima campeã. Então eu vou dar o meu melhor, eu vou dar o meu máximo e eu vou sair com essa vitória.
This fight is very important for me and for Jessica because girl who win this fight will be fight for title.
Poland's Karolina Kowalkiewicz may be the calmest fighter in the world in the moments before battle. Once it is time to fight, caution flammable. Kowalkiewicz turns into a fierce competitor, and her last 2 wins over Jody Escobar and Felice Herrig are closing in on a rematch with champion Rose Namajunas.
Fight for the belt again. This is my biggest goal first. I have to win with Jessica and I focus only on Jessica. I want the fight.
After reinventing herself at 115 pounds, former bantamweight contender Jessica Andrade has won 5 of 6 bouts, with each win seemingly more impressive than the last. And while wins over Claudia Gadelha and Tisha Torres were satisfying, none would be bigger than the one she can get here and now over Kowalkiewicz.
Bom, a chave para vencer a Carolina é não dar espaço para ela, não deixar ela trabalhar, encurralar na grade e fazer o meu trabalho. Eu acho que essa é a verdadeira chave e tentar nocautear o tempo todo.
Well, this is Karolina Kowalkiewicz in a nutshell, sort of a docile demeanor, very emotional as she makes the walk. But this is a strong, tough fighter. She has acknowledged that this Andrade fight, Joe, is going to be the toughest of her career. But she's coming in off a huge win over Felice Herrig that many would argue was the best performance of her UFC career today.
Well, she certainly is, but Andrade is a very, very, very difficult opponent in this division. At 115 pounds, she is a tank. She's so physically strong. You see fighters get overwhelmed by her. But Karolina Kowalkiewicz, what we saw from her fight with Joanna Jędrzejczyk is just sheer toughness. What we saw from the Felice Herrig fight, she's so strong and so tough and so durable and has such an excellent striking style. But she's longer and taller. So the thought is that her strength is going to neutralize the pressure and the power of Andrade, and her advanced striking is going to be able to keep her in the victory.
She's going to have to keep her at bay.
Tonight's prep point is DC brought to you by Nemiroff, bold character since 1872.
She's going to have to keep Andrade at bay. She's going to have to fight that Jędrzejczyk did. She has to keep her away from it because as we see, when Andrade is able to initiate the grappling, she's too much. In these last 2 fights, she's landed over 125 strikes in the last 2 fights. So at range, she will be able to outwork Andrade.
Yeah, the real question is, can Kowalkiewicz's physical strength keep Andrade off her? And we're going to find out soon.
Well, she's got the best takedown defense in strawweight history. Perhaps that will be useful here tonight against Jessica Andrade. Well, she has one of Brazil's best DC and has been for some time. The #2 ranked strawweight contender, Jessica Andrade. No woman in UFC history has made more appearances. 14th UFC start for Andrade here tonight. Joanna Jędrzejczyk next with 11. And most people believe, champ, that at some point in time, Andrade is going to have a UFC gold belt around that waist.
She's a nightmare matchup for some of the higher level strikers in the division. And when that's the case, you normally will achieve that championship goal. Since she's gone to 115, 6 fights, she's got 20 takedowns. She works at a ferocious pace, and she's so physically strong that she just gets right after her opponents, and then she just overwhelms them. Whereas Kowalkiewicz has landed 125 strikes in the last couple fights. Listen to this. In 3-round fights, Andrade has landed 206 strikes, 141, 131, and 117 significant strikes. She is working at a NASCAR type of pace. She's not working at a guy driving on the highway kind of fast. She's driving on a crash course. She's unbelievable.
The only woman in recent memory that's been able to slow her down has been former champion Joanna Jędrzejczyk, who won a decision over her for the title. Kowalkiewicz and Joanna had a very close fight. That's what makes this interesting.
All right, this tale of the tape brought to you by Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit since 1925. Jessica Andrade, 26 years old. She'll be 27 later this month. Kowalkiewicz is 32. Carolina, the taller woman, by an inch and a half. She will have a 2-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the introductions for this co-main event. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. This battle is sponsored by The Hunt Has Evolved. Meet the ultimate fighter, the Predator, in theaters Friday. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC strawweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the corner. A McBuckle honest, holding personal record, 13 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. Fighting out of Poland, presenting the #4 ranked strawweight contender in the world, Carolina Kowalkiewicz. A Muay Thai kickboxer holding a professional record, 18 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 1 and 1/2 inches tall, weighing in at 116 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting the #2 ranked strawweight contender in the world.
It's too far away. I need to talk.
The action begins. Our referee in charge, Kerry Hatley.
I'm out.
Kerry Hatley, our referee for this one. The beautiful Ariane Celeste getting us started for round 1 of this co-main event tonight. To be contested at 115 pounds, there is the perennial contender.
It's too
more than one division, Jessica Andrade. Carolina Kowalkiewicz. Tonight's fight brought to you by Modelo Especial.
Music of the drought. I need to get closer.
She hurt her. She hurt it quick. She hurt her. Oh, she hurt back.
Kowalkiewicz forced to retreat.
Andrade reminds me of a young Vanderlei Silva. The style, I mean, just punches, nasty power. Oh, she hurt her again.
Kowalkiewicz staying composed, 30 seconds in. Now she touches Andrade.
Carolina's so tough. Oh, nice jab. Oh, that's right here, my guy.
Good knee to the body.
Andrade says her hands feel faster at 115 pounds. Kowalkiewicz needed to test to that here early.
It's too
far away. With a -500 favorite, Jessica Andrade.
But actually, right? Francois looked so good earlier. You have to come out and make a statement. If you're Jessica Andrade and Carolina Kowalkiewicz, you gotta look good.
You want a shot at the title. Look at it.
And the way that Andrade has started, I don't know how it's going on.
Nice up.
Carolina stands in there and fights, man.
Nice submission, a 1-2 from Andrade.
It's too far away.
That durability of Kovalkiewicz being tested early. Another right hand lands for the Brazilian.
What she can do is back up a bit into the fence, though. She's got to try to stay in the open, because when Andrade corners her, she lets everything fly.
I need to get closer. It's still recharged. Yep, another punch.
Keep with that jab. He's had some success sticking that jab out there and then.
Gotta be kidding me. Carolina Kovalkiewicz out cold. Wow. Jessica Andrade with a performance for the ages tonight. That's one for the real DC.
I'm not sure, honestly. I've watched the ladies have been fighting against martial arts. I don't think I've seen maybe one punch knockout.
Right.
That is crazy. That was one big hook that put her out. That was so powerful.
With respect to Holly Holm and the rest, you might have just seen the most impressive knockout in UFC women's history. This replay brought to you by the ever-right character since 1872.
I think Holly Holm over Ronda Rousey is more impressive, but not with one punch. There's something about that. Something about that one punch. I mean, that just snapped the neck out.
But that's because she got her so scared. Carolina's eyes closed. She didn't even see that thing at all. It's the ones you don't see that puts you out. She didn't see that right hand, man. But it's from the work that Jessica did earlier in the fight. Eyes are closed. She's just trying to throw something in defense and got lit up. Oh my goodness. Wow. You gotta look good to earn a title fight. Well, guess what she just did? She looked real good. Holy smokes. Good luck being Sean Shelby. Trying to decide now.
I mean, with Jeff Neal and Abdul Razak Al-Hassan, Tatiana Suarez, on and on it goes. Aljamain Sterling, Sabine. A lot of competition for bonus money here tonight, but a one-strike knockout for Jessica Andrade, who moves to 6-1 and 115 pounds. The official decision brought to you by Metro PCS for knockout coverage of the UFC on a network that covers 99% of people in the U.S. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kerry Hadley has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 58 seconds of the very first round. Declares the winner by knockout, Jessica.
It's too far away.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Jessica Andrade. What a spectacular victory that was. A very rare one-punch knockout. It's so rare that you see that in the women's strawweight division, but you have that kind of power.
Mais uma vez eu conseguindo fazer história aqui no UFC. Tudo graças ao meu médico, o médico Granados. A todo o treinamento que ele faz comigo, a PSPTGão, minha sogra, meu sogro, minha esposa. Muito obrigado. Sem vocês nada disso era possível. Ao Vasco, que tem me ajudado muito. Muito obrigado, Marquinhos. Pra quem tá fazendo aniversário hoje, Jéssica Delgoni, Carol Rosa, mãe do Marquinhos, a Joana, todo mundo. Beijão, obrigado.
Because of the work that my coach and my team have been doing. Today is the first day of UFC for my team. All props to them. If I do this today, it's because of all the work that they have been putting on together with me.
Jessica, there are several fighters right now vying for a position to the #1 contender to get the next shot at the title. You just made a huge statement here tonight. Do you feel that this is enough to warrant a title shot?
You think you can oppose my will?
Dana, você tá aqui hoje. Faz isso acontecer, dia 29 de dezembro. Eu quero lutar pelo cinturão com a Carolina. Dana Baiunas. Me coloque, eu quero o cinturão. Vamos lutar, eu tô pronta. Eu sei que eu posso.
Dana White doesn't understand, but he understands.
You know, Dana, I'm ready. I'm here to prove that I'm better than I've ever been. You know, 29th December, there's a huge card with both Brazilians fighting for the belt. I want to be fighting for a belt there too.
Time to
Congratulations on a spectacular performance. Jessica Andrade, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, what an unbelievable performance by Jessica Andrade. When you had to come up big, right? When all the chips are on the table, she went out there and she cashed in. She went all in and made a statement. I mean, that right hand shut the lights off right away. Unreal that she did this at 115 pounds. Karolina Kowalkiewicz was out before she even hit the mat. What a performance.
And this is the best division in women's MMA, and I think Rose Namajunas with a lot to think about after what happened tonight with Suarez and, of course, Andrade.
Yeah, I mean, two terrifying opponents that just emerged. I mean, it's a really stacked division now. But, man, that was amazing. And the fact that she did it to Kowalkiewicz, that's what's impressive, because Kowalkiewicz is so tough. Oh, look at that.
There is the UFC flyweight champion, Henry Cejudo, continuing to call out the bantamweight king, TJ Dillashaw. Kamala Usman in the building, as is the likely future champion at some point, Valentina Bullet Shevchenko. Well, you may have heard, we are 4 weeks out, ladies and gentlemen.
William Hill sponsors BT Sports coverage of UFC.
BT Sport Box Office presents Canelo v Triple G2. For BT TV customers, press the BT Player button on your remote control and select the Buy Now option on the Canelo v Triple G2 event. Or go to channel 494 and follow the setup instructions. For BT Sport subscribers on Sky, order using your Sky remote from the box office. For Sky customers, go to bt.com/Sport Box Office. Virgin customers can access the purchase option from their on-demand section. Canelo v Triple G2, live.